Hi there everyone, my name is Tim and I'm here to show you a new project I've been working on. It's not completely done yet. I'm gonna add a lot of more features to it, but I'm getting on the way and I'm figuring, well, if I keep this to myself, I can release the beta. Because you know what I hate the most? Developers who don't release beta access. There's strict beta access. I really don't like that. And now I'm very soon gonna get a message. So I'm gonna change to do not disturb on Skype on my other screen and I'm gonna go on. But anyway, you see this scroll effect here? That's the thing that I've been working on. So if I update the side, you can see the started list thing here and it's really nice. And oh, this is the code by the way for the whole thing. And up above here it should say loop items. Well, yeah. And this we can rewrite later. So I can show you how it works. It's really basic. It's ridiculous basic. And I don't know if you can tell this on screen, but the last item that gets pushed out, it gets pushed out of the content and then fades away at the same time. As well as the first item up here, the one that gets pushed in, scrolls down and fades in at the same time. So it's a really neat effect actually. And I can show you in here. Well, that was this side that I just deleted. But let's start with a really basic side. Head and body tags. Well, I'm gonna make a div who are going to have an idea of let's say scroll div. And we can do it like that. And in here I'm gonna add a div with a class of item. Yeah. So let's just go to Google. No, yeah, Google. Lorem ipsum. Yeah, and let's just take this text, copy, paste. Copy paste like a mouse. And then just do this times 3, not 3, like 3. I'm not gonna do like a wooden structure. I'm gonna do it like a mouse. No, but seriously. This isn't that funny to watch, I can imagine. But lorem ipsum is like the standard thing to fill in with. I know I haven't used it before, I'll just write test or something like that if you've watched our other. Hang on. So yeah, if I close that and open this up, we should see this. Yes, that's really annoying to look at. So let's add some style to this. Style. Well, first of all, scroll div. We can set a background color of this. Background color. Let's say this. And my PC is kind of slow at the moment. Yeah, we got a background color of that. So we'll do that. And then we'll do scroll div item. And go on. This will have a background color with a color of, let's do color chooser. Let's do that. And this one can have a, I said Moz bus border radius of 10 pixels, and we can add a padding of 15 pixels. How would this now look? So let's make a, we should have a WebKit as well. WebKit border radius, and we should have a normal border radius. So that should be compatible with almost every browser. But anyway, let's keep going. This is the border radius. That means the rounded corner and quite a bit too much padding. That's better. Let's copy paste the border radius settings down to here, and we'll say we want a margin everywhere on like 5 pixels, just like that. And we also want a padding at about 10 pixels. There we go, starting to get somewhere. But the border on this, we could do border 1 pixel solid, and then we'll do color chooser, and we'll say quite a dark one, like that one. And yeah, let's make it 8 pixels. It's too dark, so I'm gonna do this. Color chooser, and choose something a little bit brighter. Yeah, better. And I know the whole thing is gray. Let's add this. We'll say width like 250 pixels, and we'll get a small one, a little bit too small, 450, better. And we'll also do, yeah, this is just in style, you can jump over this if you want. Sorry for not saying that in the beginning. Margin left auto, margin right auto. This will center the div. There you go. Yeah. So that's all about the styling. Let's go into the scripting. We can go here and we'll go and search for Google hosted jQuery. Google hosted libraries. Click on jQuery. Copy paste the snippet. Go in here. Yeah, and paste it. Now we'll do script type text/java script. You know what we will also do? We need to include the boxSlider. So script src boxSlider.js type text/javascript, and we'll do that. And when the document, if I can spell it right, document.ready, when the document is ready, we're gonna run a function, and just to check console.log test, just to check that it works. It did. Yeah, no, we haven't set an encoding, but we'll do this. We'll say that we get the scroll div and make it a boxSlider, and it will default to 3 items, and it will just loop through all of this. Not ask me why it jumps. That's just a weird bug I'll have to work with. That may be because of the padding, maybe because of the margin, I don't know. Kind of irritating anyway. Just to get rid of it, now I'm gonna do this. Like that. And it should loop without any problem. Yeah. So let's say we don't want to have 3 items listed, we only want 1. Well, view count, let's set that to 1, and you'll see this is all it does. And it's going to irritate, it's going to loop through all of the divs, or whatever you have in here, images, whatever, for an infinite loop. Well, let's set view count to 2, because 3 was too much, 2, nah, it's nice. So, without further ado, we can go to the update frequency. I will say like 2500. And you'll see that it will update every 2.5 seconds. This is the update frequency. 1000 is 1 second. It's measured in milliseconds. The default is 500. Default view count is 3. Or 5,000. I mean, let's set this to 2,500, and we'll do. Let's do position. This is either last or first. It depends on what items will be displayed now when the content is initialized. What items will be displayed? The first one or the last one? Yeah, but I'm gonna get rid of that. Yeah, the standard value on that is of course first. What more do we have? Oh, duration. Item opacity doesn't really work, so I'm gonna get rid of that. But we have duration, and this is whatever is compatible with jQuery. So if I do this and I say duration, I can go fast. So if you see now, it's quite slow, but now it's gonna fade and scroll very fast and do everything fast. I think even you can specify like a millisecond. Yeah, look at that. This is like a. This is kind of nice. It's like a. It updates the whole time, but that's just because the update frequency and the duration is set to the same value. The default here is 5,000, but if I set this to like 1,500, we're gonna get into here. Quite nice actually, but as you saw, the default is slow, which I would estimate around 800 milliseconds or so. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, that's about the boxSlider. And by the way, future development. It's gonna be scroll sideways. You're going to oh my god, you're going to. I just had it. There's one more feature I thought of. Yeah, reversed scrolling. That means that it will, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you get it. That's 2 new features I'm going to add. But oh, you can see this as well. The last one, it calculates the height, because this was ridiculous long. Take a look here, for example. It calculates the height of every element and get the highest. Then it set every element in the list, so every one of these elements get the same height as the highest of these, and then it calculates what the container itself, the container div, should be for height. It take in count the margin, the padding, and how many items you say you want to have listed. So for example 4, we do this. You see, it lists 4, and you know, still kind of nice. But you can see that it isn't scrolling right now. That's because we only have 4 items. You can scroll between 4 items. That just looks ridiculous. But if I were to set it to 3, it was going to scroll. You can see. That's kind of odd. But as I said, it's beta. It isn't ready. It's just a nice little plugin I wrote. And I'm sure there are other plugins similar to this out there. No, there's a plugin called Cycle, but I don't know if I can do this. jQuery Cycle. I really don't know, but I got this as an as a thing to do where I work at the moment, and it doesn't seem that it can do that effect, but I'm sure there are similar things out there. But I got this thing to do, but I thought, hey, why not just put it into an plugin so I can share it with you guys. I mean, really. But oh my god, really. 17 minutes of a plugin preview. Well, I'm surely not the fastest one out there, but I talk a lot of crap too. But if you have any requests on this plugin, if you have any features you want to be implemented, just post a comment and I'll try to answer. The download link will be in the description, and that's about it for me actually. I'm happy now. So I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.